Department of Education was instituted under President Carter, and Ronald Reagan thought he could probably get rid of the Department of Education, but he was unable to. Bill Bennett just couldn't get Congress to go along. But since that time, our students on international testing have dropped from the top 5 to the bottom 5 in science and math. And that's a direct result of the academics curriculum that the feds have put into our public education system. Is there anything we can do about that?
Well, Tom, one of the things we attempted to do it in the legislature, in Montana legislature, in the 2007 session, was to call for the repeal of No Child Left Behind. Now, that was an act passed by a Republican Congress and a Republican president. But we know in Montana that anytime the federal government sticks their nose in our business and tells us what to do, things are going to get messed up. And it certainly has been the case with No Child Left Behind. The federal government, when they put in mandates on education, they are doing 2 things. One, they're taking away the right of the parent to determine the education of the child. And 2, they're taking away the right of a local school board to set curriculum for their community. And that's what America was founded on. I don't believe that the Department of Education has done anything to help us be competitive in the world. As you pointed out, our schools have become institutions where students go 1 hour at a time to a class. They almost are depressed. It's no wonder they want to supply Ritalin to our kids, because our kids have nothing to look forward to. That system is institutionalized learning. It has taken away the relationship that exists between a teacher and a student. And I think the federal government has to get out of the way. They have to allow school choice. They have to allow parents to make those decisions on what's best for their children. And until that happens, you're going to continue to see a slide in America, and you're going to continue to see nations like India get ahead of us on reading and 5th grade math. And I think that's terrible.
But as the politicians go around wanting to be elected or re-elected, they'll say, we'll put more money in education. And the cry is, we need more money for education. I don't understand. We've thrown billions of dollars at it. It doesn't seem to work. What do you think?
Well, Tom, one of the issues, again, we brought this issue up in the last legislative session. And the issue was state dollars, how could they or should they be best used in schools? And it was simply debated over and over and over. And the conservative legislators like myself said, if we put the money into the infrastructure of the building, but we allow the local taxpayers and the local parents and the local school boards to determine things like curriculum, then we're going to have a good curriculum, because those parents have an input and they have a stake in it. But Washington doesn't seem to want to do that. So we think it's time that the federal government and politicians in general quit pandering to people and telling everybody that you meet you're going to give them millions of dollars, because it just doesn't work. It's fake, it's phony, and Montanans can see right through it. And this, for the first time in the United States Senate campaign, you're going to meet a Senate candidate that is not going to walk door to door promising to give out taxpayer money to everybody under the sun.
All right. Well, Mike, I think you got a handle on that problem.